What's up, guys? How are you? It's me, Millennial Mac. Super excited to share this story with you. Alright, so I just want to say this right now. If you think that I'm going to talk terrible about somebody and just bash someone, or that's definitely not what this video is going to be about. But I am going to share my perspective, and I am gonna be straight up real, and yeah. I want to say I did get back from the 1140 Glory Conference. It was fantastic. I loved it. You can definitely see some pictures that I posted on my Instagram. Definitely go check it out. But I do want to talk about my experience with the Airbnb that I stayed at. Like I said, I'm not going to talk bad about anybody. I'm not going to talk bad about anyone. I'm not going to say anything terrible, but I am going to share my perspective. The host was a phenomenal person. So I'm going to share my perspective, and I'm super excited. So as you guys do see below, story time, my Airbnb experience with 6 other men. Where do I begin? So, put on your seatbelt, kids, and get ready for the story. So, this is what happened. I arrived to the Airbnb. Now, have in mind, before I even got my Airbnb, it said in the title, 3 male-only shared rooms. Now, I knew that I was like, okay. I'm gonna be sharing a room with 2 other guys, okay? I get it, like, whatever. You know what? And I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. Terrence, why did you not choose something by yourself? Why did you choose something with other people? Why? Well, the reason why is because your boy ain't spending $100,000 for 2 nights somewhere when your boy can go to Airbnb and find something for like $24 for 2 nights. That's right, I spent $49 for 2 nights, and I'm gonna take it, okay? Anywho, I decided, I was like, you know what, forget it. Like, this is gonna be an experience, it's gonna be an adventure, you know, whatever. So I ended up purchasing that, and I show up to the house. Now, the house is great, whatnot. As I walked in, I ended up meeting this one guy. He was really cool. He was an older male. He was really nice. And then I met this other guy. He was also an older male as well. And I met one of the hostess. She was very, very kind to me. She told me, kind of like, give me a tour around the house, whatnot. And when we went inside of the bedroom, I noticed that there were 7 beds total in the room. Now, I didn't know that was, I didn't know that she did more than that. The title did say 3 male-only shared rooms. So I was just like, okay, well, probably if she like changes it or whatnot, you know, it is what it is. So basically, I end up leaving, and I don't know if you guys saw my last vlog. I'm gonna put it up here. Definitely go check out my last vlog before you watch this video so you can kind of get a better idea of kind of what happened. But I ended up going to the conference, and the conference was in Delray Beach. Have in mind, this Airbnb was in Fort Lauderdale. Now, I don't know how that happened. I guess I was just getting real cheap, and I was like, I want the cheapest place that you can find for me, Airbnb, that is close to Delray Beach where the conference was. And I guess it was in Fort Lauderdale because she had it for $24, and God bless her spirit, because that was $49 where I had a roof over my head. But anyway, I was like, okay, so what happened was I ended up going up, I showed up for a bit, I put my luggage away, and then after that I decided to go to the conference. Now, after the conference, if you guys did watch my vlog from the last video that I posted, I did actually end up getting lost. I was on the phone with my friend at the time, catching up with him after the conference got out around maybe 11 or so. Or maybe even 12, I believe. So I got on the phone with my friend, and I wanted to go to Waffle House because I was hungry. I wanted me some Waffle House. I don't care what nobody says. You can be mad and be like, ew, Waffle House is disgusting. I don't care. Their waffles is great. Their waffles is great. They are open super late, and great and late sounds fantastic to me. Okay, wait, hold up. No, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So anyway, I was like, I want to go to Waffle House. So I get in my car, I'm talking to my friend, I have the GPS up, and I get distracted. I started missing all these exits that I had to go to. So I was kind of upset, and I was like, man, like, why do I keep missing these exits? I keep missing all these exits, and now I don't even know where I am. So I had to retype in like the nearest Waffle House to where I was at, and I ended up, you know, finding the one that was close to me. So next thing you know, I find myself in Miami in the hood, straight up. And if you guys did see my last video, you know you are in the hood when there are 2 cops in the parking lot and 1 cup inside of the Waffle House. Okay, I'm just gonna put it like that. But the food was great. I got my eggs, I got my bacon, and you know, it was a wrap. So have you mind, now I knew I was going to be sharing a place with 2 other people. So I was like, you know, the house when I came in was very clean. Like I smelled bleach as soon as I walked in. So I knew she keeping them house, cause she keeping no devils in this house. She clean. This house is clean and sanctified in Jesus' name. So yeah, and like, I knew I was gonna have to share a shower, okay, because there was only 1 bathroom. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to Walmart and I'm gonna buy me some flip-flops so I can take a shower in it. Not because the place was dirty. It's just nowadays, you can't be trusting everybody with their hygiene. And I'm just gonna be straight up. I'm just gonna be straight up. I'm just gonna, because I know I ain't the only one. What happened was, I ended up going to Walmart, and then as I go to Walmart, I got my flip-flops, I'm on my way back. Have you mind, now it's like super late because I got lost on my way to Waffle House. So now I like had to go to Walmart, and now I'm driving, and then I had to get gas. Excuse me, I had to get gas. So now it's like, it's super late, right? Tell me how I ended up showing up to the house and there are like 6 other cars in the parking lot. There are 6 other cars in the parking lot. And I was like, okay, whoa, hold up. Who else paid for this? Who else who in this house? So then I was just like, you know what? Okay, whatever. Like, I got a place, you know, it is what it is. I don't even know who is in here, but yeah. So I find my parking spot, and then I walk into the house. Have in mind, it is like 2 a.m. in the morning, okay? And I was just like, oh gosh. It's 2 a.m. in the morning, and I am like, Lord God, what is gonna happen? Now, her house, the way it was set up, she had her whole family on one side of the house and like the man cave, I guess, on the other side of the house. So, in that room that we went into, it was really big. Like she got money. So, anywho, what happened is that I ended up opening up the door to the man cave, and literally there are 6 other guys in there, and they were all like sleeping and stuff like that. You can hear people. And I immediately start to get like kind of cringy because I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, I am literally about to sleep in a room with 6 other strangers that I do not know. And this is all on me. Like, this is me. But you know what? $49, 2 nights. I don't care what nobody say. That's cheap and whatever. So anyways, I, you know, try to get into my bed, right? So I'm getting in my bed and I can hear everyone like sleeping and stuff, hear people rolling around. And I'm just like, Lord God, like God, God. I get into my bed. I don't even like try to change into my pajamas. And I don't even, none of that. I just get into my bed with my clothes on. I do not care. I don't care. So I'm in bed now. And as I'm in bed, like trying to sleep and stuff, I don't know if the guy next to me had like eczema, but like this man was scratching the mess out of himself. His hair, he was scratching his leg. Now, I don't know what he went through. I don't know if he was, you know, playing around in the grass. I don't know what was going on with that man, but he was like, he was scratching his body, like, and I was just like, okay, you know, but thankfully our beds were kind of like, you know, separate, whatever. So I'm just like, you know what? Is what it is. You know, if you have eczema, I'm gonna pray for you when we wake up in the morning, okay? Eventually, I like try to get comfortable to go to bed, and have you mind, I'm really exhausted. I drove all the way from Orlando to Fort Lauderdale, which is like 3 hours away, and then went to a conference, and then got lost in Miami, and then came back to Fort Lauderdale. So I'm exhausted. So I'm like, God, like I need to sleep. Like, God, help me sleep, God. Eventually, I think I got like a really good 2 hours of sleep or so. You know when you like wake up in the middle of the night because you're just not comfortable? Like, it was just not my zone, guys. I'm just being like just straight up. It was not my zone. So anyways, I like finally kind of sleep a little bit, and I guess it reaches like 6 o'clock or whatnot, and the guy next to me, I don't know, because the beds that we had, like they were on like wheels, so like they could move. So I guess when I sat on the bed, it kind of moved my bed a little bit closer to the guys next to me. And like when I woke, like I was kind of in my bed, right? And I was sleeping whatnot, and I guess the guy woke up, and when he woke up, he like flung his arm, and like his arm like hit me, and I was like, oh, and then I kind of like moved my like arm. I was like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I like, guys, like, I don't even know. So yeah, that happened, but then he moved his hand, so I'm happy about that. He moved his hand, because no, I'm literally sleeping in a room now with 6 other people. And, you know, you hear people get up, you know, they're using the restroom, people pooing, people peeing, you know, you're living with other people, you got one restroom, right? So, anyways, I finally, like, get up, you know, the next day starts the conference. The host was living there, and, I don't know if it was her sister or someone else, but she was also there as well. There were 2 people, like, I guess, I don't know if they were in charge or not. But she asked me, she's like, hey, did you sleep well last night? Did you sleep well? And I was like, you know, honestly, no. No, I did not sleep well. No. And she said, oh, why? And I told her, I was very honest with her. I was like, it's not because of you. The house is beautiful. The house is great. I just didn't know all these men up in here. I didn't know I was gonna be in for all this. I'm just gonna be honest. She's like, oh, hi, no, I understand, I get it. Well, hey, no, you know, I'm like, but you know what, hey, it's what I signed up for. It is what it is. Like, it's fine. Like, it was just the first night, whatever. So, anyways, after that, I, you know, get ready for the day. You know, take a shower, my flip-flops on, you know, do what I do. Do what I do, and then after that, go to the conference for the second day. And for that next night, it was really crazy, because after that first night, and like after meeting everyone, I only got a chance to talk to maybe 3 people. They were really, really cool people. They were really chill, very nice, very cordial as well. I was like, that was awesome. But we were all just, you know, we had a place to stay, we had a place to rest our head. You know, it makes me think about Jesus, like, you know, birds have nests to go to, but the Son of Man doesn't have a place to lay his head, you know, and it just, and that's, you know, Millennial Mac translation, want to throw that out there, but, you know, it makes me think, like, because the next night that I came, I, like, went to bed perfectly fine. I went to bed perfectly fine, and it made me think how spoiled I am, you know, like, there are people that don't have anywhere to stay. There's people that live under, like, sewers, people that live in subways, you know, other places that are, you know what I mean? Like, people live in all types of conditions, but I was blessed enough to have a roof over my head. I had my own bed and running water and to take a shower. Like, come on. So God was really kind of getting on me with that. Like, yeah, you know, you may have been in there with, you know, the hostel, basically, you know, with other people, but you still had a place to sleep. You still had a roof over your head. You still had running water. And honestly, she was so nice. Guys, when I tell you, this woman, the host, she's one of the sweetest human beings I think I've ever met. She was so nice and so kind and so Jamaican. I loved her. And her name is Jahvet. So kind. And she was telling me that she, like, this is her ministry. I told her, I was like, this is your ministry. Like, what you're doing for these people, because $49, like $49 for 2 nights, that means like $24 and something, like 24 bucks, $24.5, whatever, for like a night. Like, that is really, really cheap. I could see why your house be stunning with all these men up in here. You know what I mean? Now, yes, she is married, has a family, whatever, but they live on like the other side of the house. Basically what happened was she was telling me that what she does is she's like a travel nurse. She takes care of mothers that give birth to newborn babies and just kind of teaches them how to mother. And like, she just flies around, and she has 2 houses where she does the Airbnb at, and like has, like, you know, a whole bunch of beds at that house. And she even told me that she tries to bring the price down to even $15 for people. She wants to help people. She said, you know, people really like need a place to stay, or they're trying to catch up on rent or bills, or not rent, but like, or bills or anything. You know, they have a place to stay that is super cheap. And she said that sometimes, because she makes it so low to like $15, Airbnb will like change her own prices to like 24, 25 bucks. And I was like, are you serious? And she said, yes. She's like, I love people. I want to help people. If I can help someone, then I will definitely do that. And honestly, Jahvet, like, I want to thank you so much for this day. You are so kind. You are so nice. The place was extremely clean. Like, talk about bleach slap in the face. That bleach will slap you in the face. You keep that house clean. And even though I probably didn't even need to wear my flip-flops, but I did because you don't know who you know, shower and then take shower. That ain't me. But literally, it was an interesting experience. I learned a lot about myself. Would I sleep in a room with a whole bunch of people again, men that I do not know? Probably not. But that has nothing to do with the host or the people. That's just my own personal perspective. I learned that I rather spend more money next time on having my own place than spending it in a hostel with 6 other men. That's just me, but that was my experience, and it was great. I'm not gonna lie, just the people that I met, I think to myself, I'm like, it's so crazy how all 6 of us just happen to just go through life and our lives just kind of aligned in one big bedroom and together. I didn't know that would ever happen, but yeah. And there are people from all ages, older people, like 56, 50 something, people that were my age, 23, probably 24, 25, and like probably middle age, like 30, early 40s. So like we were all from like different age groups, but we all had a place to stay. We all had, you know, running water, a bed, and a roof over our head. So that is my story. That's my story with the Airbnb with 6 other men. It was definitely an experience, one for the grandkids. But yeah, anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next time. God bless, guys. Okay, update. Just want to say this. So this is what happens. I ended up going on her page again, and just started looking at it, and it did say 7 beds. But I guess I wasn't really looking so hard into that because that's what happens when you're cheap. Yeah. So that's just an update. Anywho, see you guys later. Bye.